This is what I'm saying sometimes. And yes, sometimes coaches can complicate stuff, but then you have coaches that will give you a possibility to express yourself, an advantage, a tactical advantage that you're gonna see people play a certain way. And I always say, and I will always say, at the end of the very day, you win. There is two phases in the game. Like people will tell you, again, pressing, low block. No, there's two phases in the game. When you have the ball and when you don't have it. And when you don't have it, everybody needs to run. If not, everybody needs to run. That's what I love about Paris Saint-Germain. We make that transition to loving the game, then to transferring to the game here and how it is. Pelé was here, and we can name names. Stadium was full. People were coming. When you have teams coming here, as you can see Hakimi on the right, sometimes you see him as a 9. I've seen this season, if you press pause against Villa, you have wingers high and wide, and your fullback, they're your 2 9s. When they score that goal, when I think it's Nuno Mendes get the ball.
Football legend Thierry Henry has once again made global headlines after FIFA's shocking decision to award Arsenal the Carabao Cup 2026, overturning Manchester City's victory following a controversial VAR failure. Henry described the refereeing as completely unacceptable and embarrassing, insisting that such mistakes should never decide the outcome of a major trophy. The controversy erupted when an Arsenal attacker was clearly fouled inside the penalty area, yet the referee ignored the incident, and VAR failed to intervene. Fans and pundits worldwide immediately decried the oversight as a blatant robbery, which eventually led to FIFA reversing the result in favor of Arsenal. Henry didn't hold back in his criticism, stating that the failure was systemic, reflecting a breakdown in communication, referee training, and accountability. He warned that relying on technology alone is not enough to guarantee fairness and called for urgent reforms in VAR protocols and referee oversight. For Arsenal supporters, Henry's statements are seen as a vindication, confirming that the club was unfairly denied a trophy on the pitch. Social media erupted with reactions from fans, praising Henry for publicly defending Arsenal and highlighting the need for accountability at the highest level. The controversy has reignited the debate over the effectiveness and credibility of VAR. Henry emphasized that repeated mistakes could undermine public trust in football, urging governing bodies to adopt full transparency and robust review processes for all major competitions. Manchester City, stripped of the trophy, have faced intense scrutiny, while Henry's comments have added fuel to calls for immediate reform in how VAR and referees operate in elite football. Henry also criticized the delayed reactions and lack of explanation from officials, arguing that players, fans, and managers deserve clear reasoning for every major decision. He stressed that silence only deepens mistrust and fuels controversy. Finally, Henry urged football authorities to invest in both human expertise and technology, warning that without systemic improvements, controversies like the Carabao Cup final will continue to tarnish the sport. With Arsenal now officially crowned champions, Henry's explosive statements ensure that referee accountability and VAR reform will dominate football discussions globally. Adding to the uproar, Henry predicted that FIFA's handling of the situation could set a precedent for future disputes, potentially giving clubs more leverage when contesting controversial outcomes. He suggested that if officials do not adapt quickly, similar disputes could erupt in domestic leagues and international competitions, leading to widespread chaos. Henry concluded with a call to action for fans and football authorities alike, stressing that silence and inaction will only embolden officiating errors. Please like this video and subscribe.